And in the beginning,
Thank you.
I'd like to make a brief announcement that this is the April 15, 2021 Freeton Academy weekly call, this time led by Alex. Alex, please proceed.
Okay. As I mentioned before, this is the course contest proposal. It has number of sections, type of context. It's single stage courses, writing, contest dates. So I propose, please share the screen. Okay, I will share, but I give the link, but I need to run another Zoom because it's Zoom from mobile phone. So that's why give me some, or if everybody of some, or if someone can share the screen, so you can share the screen. I will give you.
Yeah, Katya, maybe you could do while Alex is running to a different room. What we need is to actually see what Alex is referring to, so that
yes,
everybody.
of course. Just a second, of course.
Okay, thank you. I give the rights. So yes, thank you. Thank you, Katya. So as you can see, the course contest proposal, type of contest is single stage course writing. Contest dates, we propose the dates from 21 April to 5 May. So to say briefly, it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So it's the course contest for 2 weeks. Why 2 weeks? Because personally, I think that 2 weeks enough to create courses, to create course. And as we mentioned before, it will be this contest will repeat repeat every month, for example, or every 2 weeks, as we will decide it. And that's why, for example, every 2 weeks we can run this contest. So let's start with this. What everybody thinks about dates? What do you think?
May I, Alex?
Yes.
Okay, so if I may, please. The way I think we want to go about discussing this is posted on forum. I suggest that you move this to forum and just ask people to contribute whatever they feel is relevant, including, of course, your perfect question about timing, right? So that would be one thing to go. Additionally, as we have tried and well tested in the past, we can do a quick poll, right? You know, it works very effectively in hours of governance anyway. So there's many ways to do that. Of course, people can give whatever comments they want on the poll as well, but I think it takes more preparation to really carefully read it and analyze, and then put whatever suggestions or comments. So I think the forum is a perfect sort of venue to do that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your idea. Yes, it's very great. I think that we can do both things. First of all, Katya will finally look at this proposal and maybe correct some things. After it, I will post it on the forum to discuss. And as you know, tomorrow we have a master class related to the courses exactly. And I think that one part of our meeting tomorrow, we can discuss this proposal. And I hope that everybody will have enough time to read it and prepared for this discussing.
Alex, can you hold on 1 second? I think Nina is on our voice chat, but not in the Zoom, and she cannot hear. Nina, is that correct understanding? Are you having difficulty?
Yes.
Can you go to Zoom? Can you
I
go to Zoom?
join Zoom. I join in Zoom. Okay.
Right? Okay, hopefully it works. Thank you. Okay, apologies, Alex. Go ahead, please.
Okay, just a second. I will. Yes. Hello, Nina. So to do it very fast, I think that so everybody can read the proposal, and I think that it will be better to discuss it tomorrow, because to make everyone have time to prepare. Okay, what do you think?
Great idea.
Okay, so let's move on. I try to make it fast. Just a second. So status. The next topic of our agenda is about status of other polls and counts. So, Katerina, Nima, or Denise, if you have something which you would like to share with us, so this is your time.
Okay, let me share the poll results in the group so we can see it there.
Okay.
Just 1 minute, please. Okay, the first poll was about the intro, and as you can see, 96% of the voters chose at the beginning of the video courses, and 12%.
Apologies. I don't see the screen. Can you please share the screen?
No, I'm on phone. Sorry, you can see it in the group, Telegram group.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, and 12% voted for the website's landing page. The number of initial members who voted were 7, and 6 volunteers and 11 people from our community members voted. And the second poll was about the Academy's performance and community's thoughts about the progress of the Academy. As you see, 73% said yes, they like what the Academy is doing, and 18% voted for yes, but we can work even faster. And 9% went for another option. We had no one voting for the no option, so that's good news, I guess. And as you see, the number of initial members who participated in voting were 7, 4 of our volunteers and 10 people of our community members voted. And there was another poll that Katerina posted yesterday, and that was about QR code design. I think about 11 people have voted so far in total. So let's give it some more time and include it in the next week's results. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you for your report and for your pictures. So,
Alex, may I make a quick comment on the report by counters? Guys, I think with this self-evaluation poll that we ran, we opened a new chapter, I think, in community history. I think a number of other sub-govs are very interested in doing same. So I just wanted to thank everyone who participated. This is a very important tool for us to analyze how we are doing, right? So please continue supporting the polls. Thank you.
Yes, so it's a foundation of our self-governments too. So next, status of website, Google Drive, GitHub from our archivarius. I'm archivarius too, so I will say my part very fast and give the word to Pavel if he want to say something. So about website, we will discuss tomorrow, as I mentioned before. Today, the final the final round work in website will be completed, and tomorrow will be very important day and masterclass, because from next day I will give access rights to instructors, administrators, and so on, and we will start, and the website will start to work on 100% of his power. So about GitHub, about GitHub, as you can see before, I create a folder in GitHub, in Freeton's GitHub. Why I did it? Why I did it? So academia, it's not only about just courses, but so academia, it's about lectures. Also, we can create debates for our students and so on, because academia is related to code, to lectures with using Markdown and so on. That's why academia needs GitHub, and we a bit later, when we have number of lectures, materials, and so on, we will decide what we can post there on GitHub, but we need it now. About Google Drive, I will say my opinion. I think we can continue to use Google Drive to first of all, to save some videos, some lectures, maybe backups, but maybe backups. And when we will have not enough disk space, we can buy it, because I look in different cloud storage, and every cloud storage you need some pay or BDS or server. That's why when the time will come that we will need more space, so I think we can discuss that we can buy more space. It's not a problem. Like, for example, I buy hosting for our website. It's not a problem. So that's what I want to say, and I want to say one more time that wait for you on tomorrow masterclass. It's very important. It will be very important step, and please be patient and wait when I will update website full. So if Pavel wanna say something, you can say. If not, we can move on.
Can I have a question.
Yes.
May it is about our Academy Google account. There is a request of making calendar
You
of
can say it in
our.
Russian if you want. You can say it in Russian if you want.
but maybe everybody needs
Okay.
to hear it.
Okay.
So we have a request to have announcement of our weekly calls to all initials, because all initials need to be on these calls. So, but not everyone can be in touch all the time. So, is it possible to make this announcement to everyone, to every initial from our Google account?
Alex, let me take
Or
this
the
question.
calendar.
Let me take this question.
Okay.
So the answer is yes. The overriding principle is whatever we can do to increase the probabilities of quorums on any important decisions. Whatever it takes, we should do it. If having a third party, a private account, such as Google account, is something that some of our initial members prefer, which happens to be the case in Jovan Marjanovic, who requested this, we should do it. If it takes like a payment, I'm happy to assist. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, so we can do it, but I think that it will be better to make this announcement in Telegram. So I will note this question and we'll copy it, and in Trello too. And yes, we will try to do our best. Okay, I understand what you're saying. I think that I will write you about this question personally, I think.
Yep, thank you.
So okay.
Pavel.
Yes.
Hi, colleagues. I have several questions for our meeting. First of it, I make some research about synchronous translation to make our plenary more effectively. And as I know, it's possible. There is one simple technical issue. It's we just need to upgrade our account to business, main Zoom account for business. We need to make decision who will own it, and need to pay for it. Then we can switch on synchronous translation function, but it's not automatically. We also need to involve here, I guess, minimum 2 people to make English Russian and Russian English translation. That's why I have a question. How do you think? Do we need this option?
May I please? You're raising a very important question, Pavel. And the answer to that question, in my opinion, is obvious. Whatever we can do to make work of the Academy more inclusive, whatever we can do to make people's voices heard, especially people who have a lot to contribute, such as yourself, we should do all of that. Again, if a payment to a third party is involved to Zoom, I can help. I'm sure just about everybody else on this call can help as well. So yes, let's try any tool, try it for a period of time. If people are happy, great. If we cannot, if there are issues, we'll address those. But I think we should definitely do it, starting with clearly Russian English, but I am sure other languages would want to join as well. So a great initiative. Let's do it. Thank you.
I think at first we must just test Russian English because it's there is some costs. For example, Business Pro account is near. Yeah, I try to convert it in crystals. It's 350 crystals for the year. It's not, I think, not so much. But if we use translators, it's just a minute. it's near, I guess, 80, 80 to 100, not more than 100 crystals per session. It's for two translators, because we need Russian English and English Russian translator. Also with another languages, if we include here French, we need to use Russian French or French Russia or English French and French English. It's maximum, it's 6 people to translate.
Pavel, I think everybody understands that Russian English is really the overwhelming issue here. So let's try that. And again, if it works, great. If not, we'll be looking for other solutions, including, I would like to remind everyone, through a contest, right? It is great, Pavel, that you're doing all these initiatives. Thank you for that. But please remember that we also have a wonderful possibility, right, to turn to the community. I know for a fact that it is an issue by far, not just within the academy. I think a lot of subgovs are struggling with this, just for whatever legacy issues, okay? And it must be resolved. Everybody must participate. And while it's maybe not realistic to expect that everybody catches up on their English skills soon, it is realistic to expect that we, people who can help, do help. And so the costs that you mentioned, totally acceptable. If needed, just write to me directly. Thank you.
Thank you, Evgeny. I asked if you know the biggest translators community is Wiki community. I speak with Dmitry about such personalities, and he told that he have only written translators. They can translate texts, not live, not online speaking. That's why I go to our market. It's service. Well, in Russia, it's Profi.ru, and I think for another languages we can use maybe international resources. In this, according to this, I think it's there is the biggest issue how to involve translators in our community. I mean synchronous translators. It's issue to think about it. If anybody have idea, it will be good, I guess.
I do. I do have an idea. There is a group of people that are professionally doing that job every single day. And those are translators for example, United Nations, International Monetary Fund, World Bank, and similar international intergovernment organizations. So my advice would be to reach out there, and I'm sure they would love to freelance. Thank you.
Okay, it's very interesting. I think that way we can make test, for example, fast test for one time, and in that time I can write something like, no, I think we will need contest, and then we can try to do it in.
Okay. So Katya wanna say something. Let's give her.
Yes, thank you. I just wanted to comment on this issue. And in my opinion, it's not a best practice to hire someone from outside the community and pay them not in crystals for their job. So maybe we should turn to the community. Maybe some members could help with this.
Ekaterina, I understand this, but we just need involved this class of people and specialists to our community. It's that in this case, it's the first step, because if we start with working with out of market peoples, maybe it's also maybe we go at first involving and then making contest. We can involve with contest, and I think we can involve people from market and they can be and they can stay as a part of our community. There is 3 ways, and I think every ways can work.
Okay, we can see how it goes, but I'm pretty sure that the community is full of bilingual people who can help with
That would be awesome.
I
Katya.
was just about to butt in, guys. It may be worth speaking to the guys over at Freetown House. I know they've been working a lot on translating some of my articles across into various different languages, including Spanish and French.
Yeah, Ben, those are great people, highly skilled, but that's a different profession. Written translations world apart from simultaneous.
I'm just saying, whoever they're using may also want to or be able to come in and get involved on our side for it. I know they're working with a few native speakers to make sure the translations are pretty accurate.
Yes, I think I support Ben with his idea. We can try it. And I think that we should use such kind of translation in very important, not on every call, but maybe on very important calls. I don't know.
Alex, if I may, my concept was a little different, and that is this should be utilized, right? So only by people who want to, right? So if somebody comes in and he or she needs assistance, right, to either listen to, understand, or speak, right, then this person selects this option and uses this tool, simultaneous translation. Others can just ignore it. Thank you.
As I hear, okay, I think it's the rightest way is to create a contest proposal, not contest as just to start contest like jury contest we started, contest proposal, and we can get the feedback from community, and maybe we can understand is do we have such people bilingual and people who can make synchronous translation just with contest proposal. I think it's no problem. I can make it for the next week.
Okay, so
Well,
I think
Alex, maybe I can add on to
Yes.
what the guys are saying. This is John. Yeah, I would tend to agree with Eugene when it comes to educational content and the importance of having professionally done job. When it comes to education, I think we, as much as we will incorporate the internal translators who might not be professional in the sense, but when it comes to giving educational materials to students, it needs to be properly done in order to give credit on the quality of education that we are giving the masses. Thank you.
John, thank you. Alex, may I make a quick commentary? John, first of all, welcome. It's great to have you on the call. Second, we, for whatever reason, we see you, at least I see you, under the name of Data Functions, not your real name.
Yeah,
so,
that's my Google account. Google account.
Right. Whatever. I just wanted everybody to know that we are joined by a great partner of ours in Africa who is heavily involved in educating people on that continent with blockchain basics and beyond. Freetown Academy supports wholeheartedly his efforts and his team's efforts. And specifically, I want to bring everyone's attention to the document that John has posted on the forum, essentially asking our support in furthering educational initiatives in Africa. John, do you want to say a couple of words about that? And I already commented that I fully support, but please go ahead and just briefly describe it.
Yeah, yes, thank you. I would like to say a few words on that proposal. When it comes to matters of education, in Africa, we when we started the SG, that was the main thing that we found people in the continent do not really understand what blockchain is. So we started a kind of a department within the SG to train and actually bring awareness first to the blockchain technology and to Freetalk. We have managed to get a few people on board, and we do weekly kind of podcasts and award people tokens for participating. Now, you remember we have a hackathon which started in October, and we had a big number of applicants. But as it came to the end, most of them fell out because they didn't understand the technology itself. So in Africa, it's of paramount importance to give the education first, then adoption comes later. So the document is based on the hackathon, around 90 candidates. Maybe around 5 or 6 are the ones who are going to the final. And we had promised them we will further train them. So the academy came in good time. And I thought maybe I would do a proposal whereby we can get these students, these candidates onboarding into Freeton Academy. So I'm just requesting guys support this initiative. This is a very big source of developers for Freeton. Thank you.
Guys, are you hearing this? Ben, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Africa?
I've already sent a message over to John earlier this week. We're going to have a chat either, I assume, tomorrow or over the weekend at some point on these things. So yeah, we're one step ahead of you there.
Oh man,
Yeah.
love that answer. Gerard, hello. I also wanted to bring your attention to John. You guys are both initial members, and both of you are doing the wonderful job of educating people on blockchain. And Gerard, I would encourage you to get in touch with John directly to see if Government Blockchain Association and John's initiatives in Africa can somehow be aligned. And John, if you don't know, Gerard is a very well-respected member of blockchain community globally. He is the executive director of the Government Blockchain Association and a good friend, Gerard. So please get in touch separately. Thank you.
John, let
Thank you.
John, let me just share one or two things with you. We have a regional lead. He's headquartered out of Cameroon. His name is Armand. I'd like to get you in touch with him. We're also talking to folks in the MENA region about setting up a regional exchange and a regional currency. And then we've also got educational programs that we're looking to deploy. So I'd love to connect with you and get you connected with some of the stuff. I put my Calendly link in there. So if you want to find any time that works for you. But I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed with you, and any friend of Eugene is a friend of mine.
Thank you, Gerard. I'll definitely look out for you, and then we can have a discussion about the continent.
Yeah, but most importantly, guys, spread the word. Support John's initiative on Freeton Forum, please. Alex, back to you.
Oh wait, before you dive off, Eugene, because I have to take off in a minute. I have a question for you and potentially the groups. So one of the things, and I just put a link to a post we have on LinkedIn. We have something called an investor and startup community, and so it's run by it's coordinated in coordination with the World Business Angel Investment Forum. So this is a group of G20 investors, very high-end investors, and they're looking for innovative projects that support the UN's Sustainable Development Goals. And what I'm trying to figure out, and maybe we can talk through this later, is there any way to take the work that this community is doing and expose it to this community? This is about investing fiat money, but I'm just wondering if there's any synergy, because this group is going to be meeting every month to bring investors and startups together. So,
Gerard, thank you for the question. First of all, the answer is what you just described is a perfect action by an ambassador. of Freetown Academy. You essentially suggesting to build a bridge with a particular group of advanced people and companies. The fact that they're looking at this from a commercial perspective does not prevent us from cooperating with them, even though we are more about meritocracy, of course. So the answer is yes, let's talk directly offline, and you know you owe me a few answers. So Alex, back to you. Thank you.
Yes, I want to add that commerce is not bad, it's good, because our aim to create use cases and so on. Our aim to make Tone Crystal real, I don't know, real currency, some part of currency. That's why it's not bad. That's why if you have ideas and so we can connect together too. So it's great.
Awesome.
So let's move on. Just a
Alex,
second.
I have also one issue to discuss. It's a little bit about organization of our work and about organization in for current time people in general. When I was on learning 2 weeks ago, we discussed one phenomenon called working autism. It means when you try to solve any problem, you solve it only by yourself. Like one instrument to solve something is only you. In this case, I suggest no. We have right now we have only one communication. No, except chat. We have only one communication event like today, and mostly it's like plan fact what we did, what we do, and so on. I suggest to create maybe some working groups, and if you understand and feel that you need some help to solve some task, to discuss something, to start a working group, to involve other members of group to working and to solve some task.
Pavel, may I quickly comment, please, Alex?
I think Katya have a hand. Maybe she wanna say something.
Of course, but then I'll like to respond directly to Pavel. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We actually, deans and biographers have groups on Telegram where we discuss the issues, where we discuss what we're doing, where we make plans. So yeah, that's very convenient if that's the kind of groups that you meant. So that's just it. Thank you.
Yes, Katya, thank you for that. Pavel, that was exactly what I was going to say. If we step back for a minute and look at the question that you raise, a very proper question, the organization of subgovernance and how it functions and how it can function based on what I tirelessly call best practices in order to make the work of a particular subgov efficient. Now, my thinking and our thinking, I hope, was when we started this chat that we will create this game-like environment where volunteers will fill roles. That was the first step. It was successfully done. The second step was meant to be for members of each role, right? Volunteers that perform each role will self-organize inside that subgroup, like guards did, like deans did, some other guys did as well, right? So that was exactly step two, my thinking original, and many people like that as well. All of that, Pavel, for reaching the single goal, give people opportunity and encourage them to lead. You may remember my post about that. I said, those people that voted, yes, we're doing well, but could do more, and you were one of them, Pavel, were absolutely correct. And we should and could do more. And I suggested how can we do more? And it's not by you, Pavel, doing more or Alex doing more. It is by everybody doing more in the form of leading. This is very critical. Let's think about that. And Alex, you know, you and I discussed this several times already. So this
Yes,
is.
I want to say something on
Go ahead.
this. Sorry, you end or not, Evgeny?
Yes, yes. All
Yes,
I
okay.
wanted to say,
So
all I
I
wanted to
wanna
say is
say-
Pavel is right.
Okay, but I want to say we can do more. So we do, if we now, for example, we have website, but if we move like it was planned, we should first have a contest for website, and after that a website. We have masterclass courses about masterclass. I don't really agree with your comment, really, because I don't. Yes, we can do more. Every there is no ideal, because every time we can do better than we do now. But I want to say that you're right, that we should have more groups of people, but we have Evgeny create a successful group of deans, of biographers, and Geralds, and so on. That's why I don't fully agree with your comment, really, because a lot of people write me about when we start making courses, and they wait for it, and I end with website, and tomorrow we have second masterclass about courses, and so on.
Alex, allow me to clarify my comment that would let you, that would hopefully lead you to fully agree. What I meant is not that
Hello, Ron.
people.
Sorry.
Oh, hello. So, Alex, what I meant is not to say that you or any other active currently member of community should do less. No way. What I said is that that this sub-governance will be more effective if other people, let's say other than top 3 contributors, increase their participation. That's all I'm saying. Again, remember decentralization. You are doing great. Some other people are doing wonderful jobs, right? And I fully encourage you to continue doing what you, Alex, in particular, are doing, of course. And by the way, it is reflected in your reputation in the chat, which is the highest of anyone, right? So that is all meant to encourage you to do more. But my point is not about that. My point is that we have people who can contribute in whatever field they are experts, right? But are not doing so actively now. Let's think about that. Thank you. Let's proceed.
Okay.
Alex, I also want to tell it's my question was mostly about another additional ways of working and another additional models of working, because
Yes,
our system must make some performance in another way, in organization, in tasks. For example, today we hear about case with hackathons in Africa. And it's interesting, maybe for more than only for ambassadors, it's interesting to know about this, and maybe they can contribute something in that way, and so on. Because it's, I think it's really a great case to help with hackathons and to work with Africa continent.
Paul, but
Yes,
you're right. You're right. But what's your proposal? Again, everybody agrees with you. We should share news better. We should communicate better. Make groups more effective. Whatever. But why don't you go ahead and suggest? Everybody agrees with you. Go
yes,
ahead.
because I don't really understand you, because I create Trello for tasks and so on, and what you really propose, that's I don't really understand. I like organization, and I would like to make it better. I agree with you, but so we have Miro, we have Google Tables, we have Google Drive, Trello. I think we have great possibility to do for everyone.
Yeah,
Okay.
Pavel, let's hear your thoughts. formulate your thoughts as to what your suggestion is specifically, throw it in the chat and we will address. Thank you.
Okay, I describe it and throw it in the chat.
Okay.
Hello, if anyone hears me, sorry for
uh,
interrupting. Can I say a couple of words?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm really new here, so I just discovered your project, and for me, it's really fascinating that you guys doing. So I'm a physicist and I'm working at university, and probably it's the right moment to tell you what's my thoughts, and also
Oh,
the
please,
idea.
please, sorry,
Yeah.
Vladimir. You want to say about this topic?
Yes,
or-
exactly. I was
Okay,
waiting, and I
because we
think
have
it's
an agenda, and
yes,
we can
yes.
discuss
I
other
was just
questions.
trying to say that, as Pavel said, like maybe new form of communication, and like in universities, the maybe most powerful tools for education and also research is like seminars, like free seminars, when everyone can just give a presentation, whatever topic it is, and then everyone is discussing. And probably if there is nothing like this existing, I don't know, sorry if it's already, there is something like that, but I think it's like a great tool to communicate better. And probably Pavel was talking about something like that.
It's
Okay.
one of the way.
Okay, thank you for your comment. I like discussions. So let's move on. And if someone have ideas on service on elsewhere, write it and we can discuss it, vote it, and so on. So finally, let's move to the next item of agenda. That's about status of best practices implemented in Freetone Academy and volunteers work. We wait these. Please, someone. A second, I will turn on the microphone because I hear you. I hear. Sorry. So. Biographers, I know one of biographer is here, and I think Katya can tell us about the contest I have already mentioned, and so let's talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Hello, everyone, once again. Thank you, Alex. So yes, as you might have noticed, I made a little gift, and me and Anton, aka Code Excalibur, we made a little announcement in English and in Russian and sent it to the chats, including news channels. So this is the best practice taken from the SMM subgovernance, and it was basically followed then by the other subgovernances. So in my opinion, this is the most efficient way to communicate information to separate subgovernances. So that's what we've done. And today we're planning to make a list of all Telegram chats that are like that exist in the Freetone ecosystem, because I am present in some of them, and Anton is present in some of them, but there are still I know there are some chats that we don't know about. So that's what we are planning to do then. And I have a question for all of you that we need to discuss. What do you think? Do we need to create a special news channel for the Academy itself? Because we have news channels for the whole Freetone project, and they have over 5,000 or even more subscribers. So the question is, do we need a separate channel, or do we continue working with what we already have? Does anybody want to share their opinion?
I can say a few words. I know I talk a lot today. Sorry, Alex. But my opinion is this.
No problem.
We should definitely not duplicate. That's very clear. The second thing is we should definitely produce news content. That's also very clear. But whether it should be made available to general public, to the community through a combination of a Freetown Academy website, forum, any other potential news channels. Hello, Ben. So that is up for discussion. So I'm sure some people in like SMM or whatever, some governances have relevant experience. So we should just turn to them. Let's not reinvent the wheel. Thank you.
Just quickly, in terms of communicating what you guys are doing, I do have an article which I'm about 2/3 of the way through at the moment, so I should have something over the weekend, I'd imagine. I've actually got about half a dozen articles lined up at the minute, so it's a case of scheduling them more than anything.
You're the most prolific person I've ever known, Ben. Thank you for that.
I'll put that on my CV. Thank you, Eugene.
Recorded. Can I say a few words?
Yes, sure.
Okay. There is actually, I think the problem that we have amongst the sub-governances is that for someone coming in who's fresh, obviously the website needs a revamp. That's being worked on. We all know that. But having dealt with folks who are completely new to the network, they have a terrible time circumnavigating all of the different chats and everything else. I was on a call earlier today with some of the folks from Freetown House, who I think we all know and who are doing a really good job. There's a contest that's being rewritten. Hopefully we'll have a draft mid next week, where basically every sub-governance can do what it wants. We all understand that. However, a single point of entry where everything is collected is also important. Not only that, but there needs to be an ongoing support of all the different sites that are available. And I'm going to try to be as diplomatic as I can when I say this. There probably does need to be an entry point, okay? So I would encourage everybody to do your own thing, but always collaborate with the front-facing, the people-facing sub-governance, and in particular SMM, because the content does need to go there at some point. So there should always be someone or a group of someones who are relaying that information through SMM, because that is really the place where people are going to find us. That's about it. Thank you.
Biographers, are you hearing this?
Yes, thank you very much.
I know there's a workshop that's going to be run from SMM by Joanne Eberhardt, and forgive me, when is that happening? Which what?
Okay.
It's so we all jumped in at the same time. Then it's happening on Saturday, but the time isn't decided yet, as far as I'm aware.
This Saturday.
Yes, it will be on Saturday, and it will be awesome. Everybody is welcome, and soon we will do announcement about this. I talk now as one of SMM, not academy.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take away from the academy for a moment, but this is important. It's very, very important.
Your input is always welcome. You are the advisor of this sub-governance, so thank you.
I'm not okay.
Yes, you're the advisor.
Okay.
So
honorary title, by the way.
Thank you. Yes, it is, but still, you chose to advise. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Yeah,
right.
I think it's very important because so to answer the question that was asked, I would suggest yes, absolutely, you should have your own news site, because the fact of the matter is the Freetown Academy is the academia of it, right? We want to train people. We want people young people especially, to understand what Freetown is about, but not just Freetown, but in some cases, and I'm sorry I came late, but I'm sure John probably mentioned, there are people like, for instance, in Africa, you say the word blockchain, the only thing they understand is Bitcoin. Well, frankly, what am I talking about? Not just Africa, United States as well. They don't understand And the educational portion of it is so important. It's the same reason that, people invest, companies invest in MIT graduates or something else. So it's the same idea here. We're, as a community, we're investing in academia, but to find it, they're not going to be able to do it by just Googling Freeton. So when they Google Freeton, they need to be able to see that this is an opportunity for them. They need to be able to see that. That means your own SEO, your own flagship. I wouldn't say branding so much as I would say just getting the message out there, and that is what SMM is for. One of the most important things is that all of our sub governances, at least the front. God, I want to say front office. I'm so sorry. The front-looking end of it have to communicate on a regular basis. And there has to be crosses between all of them, because eventually, as I'm sure everybody understands, global governance is going to dissolve. It's just going to be gone. But in order for that to happen, the sub-governances need to be able to communicate with one another on a level where it's not just hello, goodbye, or throwing a link in or something like that, but where they really are aware of what everybody else is doing. So maybe the Academy needs to have a dedicated volunteer or group of volunteers that will consistently communicate what's going on here and what's going on over there. And when something important happens, or whenever there's a newsletter or anything else that comes out, somebody is making sure that one of the other sub-governances is picking that up and disseminating throughout the world, essentially. So
yes,
that's my 2 cents.
Yes, it's very great. In SMM, we have drafted a contest called Representatives. I think you talk about this. So every sub-government should have representatives to communicate with other sub-governments.
We call them ambassadors. We have this respected group. And by the way, I think we're missing one person called India, if I'm not mistaken, who volunteered to be added as an ambassador, in particular to the great country of India. Let's please add when we get a chance. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ron, for this detailed speech. Really, thank you. So let's move on to the next topic. It's girls. Status of initial members, accessibility, technical readiness, quorum, notice. So if there is something important you wanna say us, welcome. Welcome.
Okay, this week I was the herald and I've sent the call and vote reminders to all of our initial members, but unfortunately, Nikolai, Dimitri, Fabrice, and Philip haven't seen the messages. And Andre said he won't be able to join. It seems like he has another call to attend.
Okay. So
can I say a word here as well?
And then me, please.
I have some experience with this, because when we were first starting out with global governance and getting everybody to vote, getting everybody to respond, I can just firsthand tell you what an unbelievable headache that is. People are busy. People have jobs that aren't related to Freeton. People, I found it best to create a separate group for anybody who's a voting member, right? Create your own sort of announcement or disseminate the announcement. And then, believe it or not, and I do this every single week, despite the fact that I have so much going on, I do it every week. I ping everybody individually and say, hey, come, there's a vote. Hey, come, there's a vote. I let them know, hey, there's only this much time left. And I know it's an absolute headache, but it's a headache that somebody just has to take on. So that's all. Sorry.
Ron, you just perfectly and concisely described the issue that we addressed in this group actually a few months ago. And this is why this particular role, Heralds, was created along with a dedicated initial members only chat, where each and every notice is personally addressed, in addition to sent individually, but also in that group with the mention of their name. Moreover, we also decided that heralds have the authority to reach to IAMs using any available means of communications, including, if necessary, calling their wives and children and parents.
Oh, good God, okay.
anything to reach an important person.
Okay.
Now, if that doesn't work for an extended period of time, as you correctly pointed out, has happened before, then we'll use the mechanism available to replace IAMs. End of
Yes.
story. Thank you.
Correct. Excellent. Thank you.
Yes, we reach them personally, one by one, but the problem is, I think, they don't even check their phones, I guess.
Well, then there's the mechanism, yeah, which needs to be applied if it affects the productivity. I mean, that's just the reality of it, as sour as that is.
Can I say?
Yes.
I want to add about heralds. We made a Google table with attendance and voting statistics. Now we can track the activity of the members.
That's very important.
Very great. It's great. Maybe you can, if it's not, if it can be public, you can share with us. If it's not, can be public for now. So won't share with us.
Everything should be public.
I think
Nina has shared the
absolutely.
link to that table.
Absolutely.
Nina has shared the link to that table on the group, Telegram group.
Okay, you will share it. Yes, thank you. Thank you. So let's
pin it. Pin it.
Okay.
I sent today.
Okay. So I will pin it later, or somebody can do it. Okay. Thank you very much for your speech, Denise and Nina, and thank you for your table too. It's very important to track everybody in this world. So the next question. The next topic is from Gerards, but I think Dmitry, Gachko, Andrei, and Fabrice, nobody are here as I can see. That's why
I can briefly speak. I spoke with one of them, and there are no issues or concerns that they have identified at this time. So, in other words, doing their job well. Let's move on. Thank you.
Okay, let's move on. And someone, please, Denise, turn up your microphone. I turn on. So, another breach report and course adaptation status. And so, ambassadors, if you have something to say us, you are welcome. Somebody? Gerard, I will repeat, Gerard, Anton, Sergey, Korjin.
I believe Gerard had to go.
Yes, I would. So I see. So let's move on. And so now we come to the part when
Alex, one second, please. I wanted to welcome Coyote to this call. Hello, Coyote. You coming late. We started actually an hour ago. Do you have anything brief to tell the group?
Hi, everyone. I joined the group late, so I'm trying to catch up with the latest information. But I know as time goes on, I can giving one or two advices. But currently, right now, at our own end in Africa, we're currently working on the final pitch for the campus blockchain hackathon. And I mean, I'm proud to also bring in the Freeton Academy to come and speak to the populace about what this you have been doing and how we could easily find people to come down to Freeton to get to take our courses and also even join the community as we're moving forward. So I've been busy working that through, and I'll be keeping update with every one of us prior to the program. It's happening on last week of this month, April 29th. As once I get more information, I'll already share with the group as well.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Coyote, thank you so much for a very important job you're doing down there. I wanted to say that we here are to support your initiatives, but to do so, we need to know more. You have been by and large silent in Freeton Academy chat room. May I please ask you to keep us informed as to what you're doing, and more importantly, as John described earlier on the call, what we can do to help, right? So please speak up, do not hide this. We all want to know what you guys are doing, and we all want to support. Thank you.
Absolutely. I'll try my best to come on board to give us as many updates as possible.
Okay, thank you both. Thank you very much. So I now, if someone have something which he wanna or she wanna say, you have your chance now. Ben, yes, welcome.
Sorry, just a quick question, buddy. The masterclass tomorrow, will it be the same as the one the previous week, so a rerun, or will there be new information?
No, it will be some new information. And if you talk about tomorrow masterclass, the first, we will have complete course for creating courses, and we'll show it. Yes, some part of information will be repeated for everybody, and we will try to do this masterclass sometimes to talk everybody how to work. And another topic, I hope we will have a special guest, Molly Jane Zuckerman from CoinMarket Alexandria. We will talk, we will show our platform, and we will talk about how we can have some kind of partnership or collaboration with what we can do for CoinMarketCap, and CoinMarketCap can do for us. What do they need? We need, and so on. So we will have discussion with you too. It's our some kind of special guest tomorrow.
Great news.
I have a couple of announcements, Alex, when appropriate. Thank you.
You wanna make some announcements? Yes.
Yes. Well, first of all, I wanted to say we have an item on the agenda that various volunteers would describe their contributions to this subgovernance. In particular, there's a website, another website which stores certain data, and there are some other volunteer initiatives. If those people who did that are on the call, please speak up. If not, then a couple of announcements. Number one, to repeat, the Freeton Academy jury contest is on right now. Those of you who are not initial members but would like to become jurors, please apply. Announcement number two, there is a Dubai event coming. And with respect to that event, which is May 24th through 27th.
25 through 26th, but 24th and 27th is when you would fly in and fly out.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm including a day before and after. Yes. So there are a few things that we as a sub-governance can do to support our colleagues and partners' efforts to promote Freeton. So there will be a separate plan, which I would like to put forward for what the Academy can do. But at this time, what you guys are encouraged to do is to look at the proposal that's been put out there already on the forum to have people participate, bring their value, and get reimbursed for some of the costs, if not all costs, of their participation in Dubai.
Got a proposal. It's an active contest. Ends April 21st.
There you go. So we have 6 days left. Guys, please go read, comment, but most importantly, apply. All of you can bring value to that event. There are tickets available. Tickets are part of that contest. So go ahead, showcase yourselves. This is your chance to really showcase your successes, your abilities, your stories, if you wish. And then the best ones will be selected by a very reputable panel of judges. And those people will essentially be the face of Freeton on a major Dubai event. And I'm hoping to have some of those faces be from the Academy. So I encourage you to apply. That's all I have for today. Back to you, Alex. Thank you.
Thank you for this announcement. So I wanna end with, I think, with final words. If anybody have someone something which she wanna say us, or I will end the 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I will end with final words about how and what we can do. First of all, if someone have an idea how to do something or something better, you can write in the chat. For example, I really like hashtags because a lot of information, a lot of fluid speak sometimes, but with hashtag we can find everything, and I think it's some kind of best practice. And
Alex, before you finish, may I respectfully remind you that one item on the agenda have not been addressed, namely, who will lead the call next week? We need a volunteer.
Okay, but I don't. But I want to say it at the end. Okay, thank you. And the second thing I wanna say that just do it. I wanna say to others, because don't wait when someone say you that it's a good idea or say something that will motivate you to do it. If you really believe in something, just do it. And as Evgeny mentioned before, we should choose the next moderator on the next call. So any volunteers? Let's do it maybe now. So many hands. I see.
Come on,
Oh,
guys. Come on.
I see Katya. One hand. So I think
some of our members and initial members are not in the call. So I think it's better to ask in the group so they can see that too.
Okay.
Respectfully, let me comment on the last one. Again, there are formal and informal votes. Anything related to formal vote, I 100% agree with you. Anything related to informal votes, let's keep it among the active people. which is essentially those people, in the group and people who write actively, et cetera, we will overcomplicate our game if we attach more formal rules to it. Just an opinion. Thank you.
I would second that.
What? Sorry, Ron, doesn't hear you.
I said I would second that. In other words, something like just choosing somebody to lead a discussion doesn't necessarily need to go through a whole host of rigmarole. If somebody
Yes.
here is willing to do it, just say so. The idea, again, with all sub-governances is if you want to do something, just do it. So if somebody
Yes,
wants to
yes,
put
just do.
themselves, if Katya wants to put herself forward, let's let her, Of
Yes.
course, you should announce it in the chat and say, listen, we had a discussion, but certain people couldn't make it, and that's okay. But we have a volunteer. Let the volunteer volunteer.
Yes. So I think Katya will be the next moderator. If someone doesn't like it, he or she can say it now. If not, it will be okay. Thank you very much for this long call too. Thank you very much for your ideas, discussions. I really like critics and so on, because only with critics and so on, we can do better and better when we do now. With this, I agree totally. So, and the slogan of this session, just do it. Have a nice evening.
Thank you, Alex. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Interesting.
Everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. Sorry, I finally made one of your calls.
No, finally, yes.
All right.
Bye all.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Thank you.